is and should be a touchdown. Here we go. Bryson Mars has got his back behind him. It is Jaquindon Jackson. Here's the snap. Bryson Barnes looking deep. He's got a man. It's caught! He's gone! Touchdown early! All right, everybody. Welcome to tonight's college football on Saber Broadcast Network. I'm Cooper Naylor. So glad that you could join us here tonight. And so we have the final game of the weekend, and it's been a long weekend, but it is Florida State and Boston College in what is going to be a interesting game, considering the fact that a team like Florida State, they went to Ireland and they laid an egg against Georgia Tech. You saw it here on the network here, and Georgia Tech really just outplayed Florida State on not Saturday, but the previous Saturday. So tonight, it's going to be interesting to see what Florida State team do we get. Do we get a team where they're actually going to push the ball down the field, or is this going to be the team that we saw against Georgia Tech where they struggle to do anything at all throughout the game? Something that's going to be interesting, how do they run the ball tonight? Because that's going to be the interesting thing for me, is because Florida State has struggled against Georgia Tech run the ball. So I think for Florida State, you got to be able to run the ball. And then, of course, with Boston College, this is their first game, so there's going to be a lot of interesting things to see tonight, especially when you consider Bill O'Brien's first game as the head coach of Boston College. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun here tonight. We are just waiting for kickoff to begin this great college football matchup here tonight. Unranked Boston College against the 25th ranked Florida State Seminoles. If you want to know why 25, again, because Florida State lost to Georgia Tech. That is why here on Saber Broadcast Network, Florida State is ranked at 25. So that is where the teams lie right now. So, going to have a lot of fun tonight. Also, just to mention, we are going to do a trivia question at some point tonight. We'll probably get a trivia question, let you know what it is during the second quarter. And then at halftime, we will announce what the answer is to that trivia question. So be on the lookout for that if you want to participate in answering a trivia question here tonight. So, of course, we'll wait on that. So that's going to be something we're going to get you tonight. So, of course, other than that, we're going to give you some great college football analysis on what we're seeing on the field. Also, what we saw past couple of days, what you saw last night, LSU and USC, what a game. In the comments, let me know, were you here at any point during the game last night? And just I want to see what you thought about that game, because I thought it was an amazing football game. So, in the comments, just let us know what you thought about it and where you think the teams are going from here. Even though we can't really predict where the teams are going to end up at the end of the season, we can see what you think so far. So right now they're showing Osceola and Renegade planting the torch at midfield. So here we go from Tallahassee, Florida. Tonight at Doak Campbell Stadium, it is 90 degrees. It's cloudy, 61% humidity in Tallahassee. So it is warm, but not too bad. So Boston College is going to be excited. It looks like Florida State will kick the ball away, and Boston College will receive the kick. So we're going to see the first offense we are going to see tonight is going to be Thomas Castellanos and the Boston College Eagles. So here we go. And here is the kick from the 35, and we are away on a Monday night. Thomas Castellanos, the junior quarterback for Boston College. He is first in school history with 2,000 pass yards and 1,000 rush yards in the same season. That was last year. Last year, also against Florida State, he threw for 305. He had 95 rush yards. He had 2 total touchdowns, which the 305 passing was a career high for Castellanos. So here we go. 1st and 10 for Boston College. It is going to be interesting to see what they do here tonight as they continue their huddle. Boston College head coach Bill O'Brien saying that he has liked seeing what Castellanos has been bringing so far in fall camp. Here we go. Here is the snap. Castellanos hands it off to his running back, and he's going to get stuffed right there at the line of scrimmage. Kai Robichaux. And it's Patrick Payton, the man bringing down Robichaux. And really, there was not a lot of space for him to run at the end of the day. So, great stop right there by Payton. Man in motion, one back behind Castellanos. Here's the run. It's Robichaux again, and he's going to get 5 there on 2nd down. So, it's going to be 3rd and 5 here for Boston College. So here we go. 3rd and 5 to go. Castellanos, he's got his running back to his right. He's got, looks like about 4 receivers out wide, sends 1 in motion. Here's the snap. Castellanos going to take off with himself, and he will get the 1st down in a little bit more, and he gets out of bounds to preserve his body. Good 1st down right there from Castellanos in Boston College as he sees there's no one open. He takes off, and really on that left side of the football field down that sideline, there was just no one there guarding it. So good job by Castellanos to take advantage of that wide open area. So here we go. Castellanos got his running back behind him. Sends another man in motion. Here's the handoff, and that one will go for about 4 or 5 right there. It's going to be 2nd and 6 now. Trayshawn Ward, the graduate transfer. So a good stop right there. 2nd and 6, Boston College. Nice drive. Right now, ESPN does not have the clock fixed, so we'll see what the time is here in a little bit. Here's the snap. Castellanos looking to throw. Looking, now going to throw it, and he's got a man wide open. 1st down, and right there was Harris, his receiver, and that's Reed Harris, the redshirt freshman. So tonight, some impact players, of course, Thomas Castellanos and Donovan Ezeroku, the defensive end for Boston College. And then you look at Florida State, Lawrence Tuafili, the running back, and Joshua Farmer, the defensive tackle for Florida State. So that's some impact players here tonight. Castellanos, he is all alone. Well, he is in the backfield. He's got 2 men with him in the backfield, sends a man in motion, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Now looking, going to throw it away, and he's going to lose yards right there. And that is Jaden McGowan with the catch, but that loses 5 yards on that play. If you look at it, though, Castellanos, he was nearly sacked, so he just throws the ball to the nearest receiver, still loses a lot of yards. So there are some clock technical difficulties. The official time is being kept with the refs. So here we go. Here's Castellanos. Takes the snap. Now looking, throwing. That'll be caught by his tight end. And it's going to be third down, about 4 or 5 right there. And that is Kamari Morales with the catch right there, 3rd and 5. So now, if you are... So now, if you got a 3rd and 5, this is a good area where you can decide whether you want to run this or if you want to take a shot or just take the 5-yard pass. Really a good spot here. Castellanos, he's got 15 yards through the air. He's got 11 with his legs. Here's a throw back to his running back, and he dropped it. Trayshawn Ward dropped the ball, 4th and 5. And now it's going to be interesting to see. It looks like Boston College will most likely have to punt this away unless he takes a very long field goal. But Castellanos, he had Trayshawn Ward wide open, and Ward, he did not complete the catch as they are going to punt this ball away on 4th and 5. Here we go. Here's the snap. And a little pooch punt. And this one will roll into the end zone. So start at the either 20 or 25, somewhere like that. And here comes DJ Uiagalelei, the starting quarterback for Florida State, as Florida State is going to get ready to take the field as they are going to go to a commercial break. So right now, as I'm speaking from my editor, which is Colton Naylor, just want to give a shout out to him as always because I like giving shout outs for him. He has sent me the trivia question for tonight. So may go ahead and show that on here. All right. So here is your trivia question for tonight, as you see on the screen. Florida State has had 47 first-round picks in the NFL draft. Who is the only one to go first overall? So that is going to be an interesting question for you to try and answer. Now I've got the answer, so we will have that at halftime. All right. So there is your trivia question for tonight. So, of course, if you want to go ahead and try to guess, you can do it while we go to a commercial break right now. So we'll be back in a minute. All right, we are back. Here is Uwe Ungalale from the 20-yard line. He's got his running back to his right, hands it up, fakes the handoff. Now throwing, and that's incomplete. He was looking for, it looked like, his receiver, number 10, Malik Benson. So tonight, DJU, in 2020, he was part of ESPN's number 3 high school quarterback. From 2020 to 22, he played at Clemson. 23 was at Oregon State. So now he is here at Florida State. Here is Uyunglele throwing it out wide. That is his running back, Roydell Williams, who will get a few yards right there. It'll be third down for the Noles. So far, a lot of the same kind of play if you're Florida State, even though it's been 2 plays. You had a 10-yard pass incomplete, and then you had the little short 1 yard, and that was completed. So here we go, 3rd and 6. Here's a snap. DJ looking, throwing, and out of the reach of Lawrence Tuafili. And 4th down for Florida State. And that first drive was just, I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, just a bad pass there by Uwe Ungalale. And this team already just feels like they're, as far as offense is concerned, that just looks like a team that feels defeated, like they have nothing to play for. I don't understand. So here we go, Mastromano with the kick right there, and the fair catch called for by McGowan. So Boston College already gets the ball back. And again, that first offensive drive right there just looks like a team who just looks defeated. That was terrible. That was just utter terrible. That I don't know what to say other than that. Florida State has all this talent, and that's all they can do on their first drive. Go 3 and out and look like that. 3 passes, 3 and out. That's bad. Let's take a break. All right, welcome back, everybody. So, as you see on your screen, you still got the trivia question pulled up. Of course, we're going to answer that at halftime. Still not 100% sure what the clock looks like right now because the refs are keeping the time. So, we will wait and see on that. Let's get to Colton Naylor in the comments. He commented about yesterday's game. He says, great game. LSU messed themselves up there at the end. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, really, just terrible play from LSU down the stretch. And so that's really what I saw as well. It's a great assessment there. So, of course, we are waiting for the game to come back from a commercial break. Again, there's your trivia questions, so you have until halftime to answer that. So we will see you then. So here we go. Of course, they're showing some clips from Georgia Tech's win against Florida State. So we will see what this defense for Florida State can do, but tonight their chances to make the playoff, if you're Florida State, entering the season they were 36%. Tonight is 10%. With win tonight, it'd go up to 11, and with a loss, only 1% chance to make the college football playoff. So that's just terrible. But here we go. From the 29-yard line, Boston College will have the football. And so we'll see what Castellanos can do on this drive. Running back to the left of Castellanos, sends a man in motion. That's his tight end. Here's a snap, handing it off to his running back, who will go up the middle and maybe get a yard. And so I believe that was Trayshawn Ward who had the carry. So here we go. Castellanos takes the snap, hands it off, and it is the running back, Trayshawn Ward again. Good carry, third down for Boston College. So we are okay. So they said that we're reaching the midway point of the first quarter. So 3rd and 5 here for Boston College. So here we go. Of course, last week, Florida State did not have a sack against Haynes King. Here's Castellanos. He's got some time now throwing. Got a man caught. And now you may have to go to the chain gang. That is McGowan with the catch. Jaden McGowan. And I believe they're going to give the first down to Boston College. So, first down, and the Eagles will continue driving down the field. Castellanos, good way to avoid the pressure. Of course, he had a lot of time. Good job of the offensive line as well. And Castellanos found his receiver. Good job by them. So here we go. Castellanos takes the snap, hands it off to his running back, and going down for about 8 yards is Robichaud. And Boston College, I really like the way that they're running their offense right now. Very balanced attack. You got passes from the quarterback, and then you've got a good attack between passing the ball and running the ball. So Boston College, I really like this even attack. Of course, you never know what Castellanos can do. Here's a snap, hands it off. Robichaud again. First down, and the ball was fumbled, it looked like, and Harris picked up some more yards after the fumble. Wow. But the ball fumbled, and Harris for Boston College picked it up, and he got a great gain right there. So now you're going to be from the 37-yard line if you're Boston College, and you are in striking position. That's 49 rush yards tonight for Boston College at 6.1 yards per carry. And we got a flag. All right. So they are going to review that previous play to see if that was a fumble or if they are just going to not count as a fumble. Clearly looks like it's a fumble. and Harris got a long first down. So they are at commercial right now. It's going to be interesting to see what they call here. So at commercial break, let's just talk about this already. Boston College looks like the better team already, in my opinion at least. So far through this is the third total drive. Florida State's defense is okay, but it's kind of like bend don't break kind of defense, so it's not incredible. Florida State's offense, on the other hand, three passes, you got one completion and just two really bad incompletions. And the one on third down really should have been caught had it been a much better pass. So I got to say this already. Boston College looks pretty good in this game so far. And they look like the more prepared team, whereas Florida State just does not look ready to handle the challenge. This is a team that looks tired. This is a team that looks defeated, as I said. So we'll see what happens throughout the rest of this game, but already Florida State not looking good at all. So we're just waiting for the national broadcast to come back. They are reviewing, as I said, whether or not it was a fumble, which I don't know. I believe what's going to happen, and that is that this is just going to be confirmed on the field. It was a fumble. Harris picked it up and picked up some more yards for Boston College. So, still waiting on the national broadcast. So, while we wait, let's take a 40-second break with a commercial. We'll be back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Boston College, Florida State. And now they got the clock fixed. 5:38 to go in the first quarter is what we have for you. We got no score. And so all right, so everything's confirmed. Here is the handoff, and that is Trayshawn Ward, who's going to get about 4 yards right there. Good carry. And so Boston College is in, working pretty good so far. So here we go. So 2nd and 5 for Boston College. Tonight, Boston College has 54 rush yards already here in this game. So here we go. Castellanos hands it off to his running back. Looks like it's Trayshawn Ward once again, and he's going to get about 2 or 3. And that'll be it, as now you got third down. 3rd and 2 for Boston College. So we still got some clock technical difficulties. They did show how much going back from commercial to right now. They had shown that it was at 5:38, but now most likely it's around 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, I would say, somewhere in there. So here we go. Castellanos got his running back to his left, looking, now throwing back to Trayshawn Ward. First down and a little bit more. Good job right there by Trayshawn Ward of Boston College. So another first down for the Eagles. And still really a lot of struggling if you are Florida State's defense. And this route, you brought a lot of pressure to your quarterback, but did not get the running back in the backfield and did not stop Ward from getting that first down. So now from the 23, Castellanos 5 of 6, 26 yards. He's got 11 rush yards himself. And getting about a yard right there is Kyle Robichaux. So now second down for Boston College. Second down and 9. Of course, we're going to see what Boston College pulls out of their bag. I would say right now, if you're Boston College, if it were me, you've been good in the run game. I'm going with like either an RPO or like a play action pass and try to take a shot in the end zone to kind of keep the defense guessing here. Make them think you're going to run the ball and then easy touchdown. So that's what I would do. But here we go. Here's the carry for Trayshawn Ward. And he's going to get about 3 yards. And now it's going to be third down for Boston College. So third and 6 now. Boston College, 3 of 4 so far in third downs. That's 4.3 average yards to go. So here we go. Third and 6 for Boston College. 18 total plays for Boston College to 3 of Florida State. So this defense for the Noles is getting tired. Here we go, man in motion. Here's Castellanos looking, pressure, throwing, got his man, and I believe that's going to be a first down. And that is Lewis Bond, the redshirt junior. And another first down for Boston College as they keep wearing down that Florida State keep the offense on the sidelines for Florida State, and keeping that Florida State defense on the field, which is just making them tired. Great job there by Boston College. So now you got first and 10 from, it looks like, the 12.5. Castellanos takes the snap, hands it to his running back, and it's Kyle Robichaux. And he's going to get about 3 right there. So it's going to be second and 7 for Boston College. Kai Robichaux, he's got 7 carries, 23 yards. He's got 3 yards as an average here tonight. Second and 7. Tonight, Boston College, again, not 20 plays to 3 of Florida State. Here's the run by Robichaux. And he got about 4 yards, and that was it. So now third and 2. And now, okay, so it's the end of the first quarter. No score. And Boston College, I would say, clearly won that quarter. Wow, that's the end of the first quarter. Of course, there's still some technical difficulties with the clock, so we cannot give you an accurate assessment of what we're at. But we're going to go to the second quarter. First, let's go to a commercial break. All right, welcome back, everybody. College football on Saber Broadcast Network. So glad that you can be here with us here tonight. Florida State, Boston College. We have no score. It's the end of the. We just ended the first quarter. There are some technical difficulties, so it was going to be kind of a all of a sudden, end of the quarter kind of thing. We already knew that, so of course that's what happened. So, um, what's my assessment so far? Boston College held on to the ball for the majority of the quarter. Like literally majority of the quarter. That Florida State defense, they got to get off the field. They are tired. They got to get off the field. And so Florida State only has run 3 plays of offense. That's it. Most of this quarter was just played straight through. So that was it was something. Boston College did a great job. And you see that they got a pretty well balanced attack. It's going to be a majority run game with some passing in there. I like what Boston College did. I really love it. And they're playing to the strengths of Thomas Castellanos. And so Boston College really looked like the better team in that first quarter. So here is. So I want to get your opinion so far. Um, right now, I want to get y'all's opinion. What did y'all think of the first quarter? So here we go. I'll get your thoughts while I also give you some while I give out some information about what's going on throughout the game. There is a lot of. Oh yeah, I forgot the area that's blocked off there at Doak Campbell. I think there's some renovations going on there in the stadium. So, about to say, there's a lot of people not there for the game tonight. Here we go. Castellanos from about the 4-yard line. It's a quarterback run. He's going to get in! Touchdown, Boston College! And the Eagles strike first in this game, and it's Thomas Castellanos. 4 yards, quarterback run, and that is the first time we saw a quarterback design run here tonight. And that is a perfect way to begin this game. And so the clock is fixed. Now we know that it's 14:56 left in the second quarter. So here we go. Here is the extra point. It is up, and it is good. So Boston College now has a 7-0 lead. And Florida State now, if you're Florida, you got to do something. You got to. I would say you want to keep your offense on the field for quite a while to give enough of a break to that defense. That Florida State defense has been out there for a long time. They need a break. And good job by Castellanos. He just runs it in. Great job. And Boston College, they won the first quarter, but we're going to see how they do throughout the rest of this ball game as they are up 7-0. 14:56 to go in the second quarter in what is just an interesting game so far. Would you have told me at the beginning of this game that Boston College would be up 7-0? I don't really think so. So, here we go. Here's the kickoff, and this one is returnable. And here comes the return man, and he will get to about the 21. And that is all that he would get. So, Florida State has only run 3 plays here tonight to 22 of Boston College. They've only got 4 total yards to 106 of Boston College. So here we go. Uiagalelei takes the snap, hands it off to his running back, and that's Roydell Williams, and he's going to get about 2, and that'll be it for Florida State. 2nd and 7, I mean. So clock will continue to move. So 3-yard carry right there. So here is DJ under center. Got a running back behind him, sends a man in motion. And here's the fake handoff, and now a throw, and that one's just thrown in the dirt. 3rd and 7, and that is just a terrible pass by DJ Uiagalelei. That was just a terrible pass. He just throws it in the dirt. He did have a little bit of pressure, I'll give him that, but that was just still a really bad pass. So 3rd and 7. DJU all by himself in the backfield. He's got 5 out wide. DJ takes the snap, looking, throwing. That'll be caught. And Lawrence Tuafili, after catching it, he only got a yard or 2. And it's going to be 4th down. So Boston College, their defense is just making Florida State have fits. And Mike Norvell visibly upset. I'll say this already. I know it's early in the season, but I think they need to do something different. I think they need to move and I think they need to go to Brock Glenn. I'm just being honest, folks. This is bad. And here's Mastromano with the kick. Jaden McGowan back, and he will take it. Missed tackle right there. McGowan trying to get the edge, and he will get out of bounds at about the 32, 33-yard line right there. That's where Boston College will go to work. And not that long of a break if you're that Florida State D. So let's go to another commercial break, and we will, of course, be back to get you the rest of this ball game, but that's just not good so far for Florida State. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. Of course, we still have a lot of game left here tonight. And so I am pulling up another video that my editor Colton has sent me. So again, thanks to him for helping me out a little bit. While I broadcast the game, he helps me get some good content to go with our live streams in here. So, of course, a lot of thanks to him tonight for helping us out. And, of course, every night that we broadcast that we have his help. So, Florida State's offense has just really looked bad. And I really and truthfully, I'm not trying to hate on the guy. I know he's trying his best. But I just have to ask y'all. I mean, the guy's got to be taken out of the game, doesn't he? So far, Florida State has just played abysmal so far. So here's Castellanos with a throw, and he just throws it way over the head of Lewis Bond. But Colton says that DJU reminds him of Tyler Van Dyke last year at Miami. I mean, hey, that's not a bad comparison. So 13-14 to go here in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 for Thomas Castellanos. So here we go. Sends his man out wide. Castellanos takes the snap. Looking. Got some pressure. Not getting out around the edge. He's going to take off with it and get a few yards. And it's going to be 3rd down. Great job by Castellanos. Again, he's a very mobile quarterback, so you never know what this guy is going to do. And he nearly was taken down for a sack, and Castellanos turns on the speed. I mean, this guy is fast. He got 4 yards, makes it a little bit easier of a 3rd down right now for Boston College as they lead by 7 right now. So far, they're 5 of 6 on 3rd downs. 6 yards is all they got to get here. Alone in the backfield. Sands a man in motion. That is Trayshawn Ward is running back now looking. Going to pass it out there to Trayshawn Ward. He's got some space to go down the field. 1st down. Trayshawn Ward down the sidelines. He bobbled it a little bit, but he was able to keep his hands on that ball. And incredible right there. 1st down, and now from the 22, here's Castellanos looking. Going to take off and run with it. And he's going to lose about a yard right there. Bad snap by the center. So, Boston College in scoring position once again. So, if you're really looking at it right now, Florida State's defense has really been struggling. It's 2nd and 11 right now, but Florida State's defense has just struggled in this ball game. And again, you can never overlook a team like Boston College, who really everybody expects Florida State to blow Boston College out. I mean, here's a pass from Castellanos, caught, 1st down. And that's Franklin. And I believe, yes, Jeremiah Franklin, the tight end right there. And Castellanos is getting some pressure, but he's finding ways to beat this defense of Florida State. Again, just really just not incredible from that defense of Florida State. So Castellanos, he's 8 of 10 right now. 1st and goal from the 9. Got a running back behind him. Going to fake the handoff, and he's going to be taken down. And that is Patrick Payton taking down Castellanos. That's really something that Florida State needed, was to get a sack right there. So now you got 2nd and goal. Quite a ways to go on that 2nd and goal, if I shall say. So, Here we go. And clock has stopped. I don't know if there's a timeout called. Yes, I believe there's a timeout on the field. Or wait, no, they're discussing the spot. So we'll wait and see what the ref has got to say here. So 2nd and goal, and we're still waiting to see what this is. A little bit of a confusion here. So yeah, so some clock issues, just still trying to figure that out. So here we go. That's going to be caught! Touchdown, Trayshawn Ward! And Boston College will add to their lead. 13 yards to make it 13-0. 7 plays, 68 yards in a little over 3 minutes. And Florida State has no answers for Boston College early. 9:58 to go in the second quarter, and Boston College is about to be up 14-0. Here's the extra point. It is up, and it is good. 14-0 Boston College. Can I just say, who expected this? Just incredible. All right. We're about to play a video that was just sent to me, so let's see what we got. So that is a video that was just sent to me from Colton, my editor. So, great stuff right there. Thank you, Colton, for that. That actually played really nicely. I gotta say, I am not gonna hurt if I ever need some help editing a video. I've got a pretty good editor with me, so very good job, Colton, right there. Very, very good job. So, we're just going to load this as part of one of our commercial packages now. So, have that as a commercial package now. So now, let's go to another one of our commercial packages, and we'll be right back. All right, so we are back. Can you believe that Florida State began the season, at least in our poll, they began at 11. Now they are down 14-0 to Boston College. So here we go. Boston College has controlled the time of possession here tonight on Labor Day. And that one will head into the end zone for a touchback. So now Florida State, they've only ran, 6 plays total tonight? 6 plays of offense. So Florida State, they got to start doing something now. Thomas Castellanos, he's ran for a touchdown. He's thrown for a touchdown here tonight. But that's Boston College. Now, let's see what Florida State can do. They've been struggling here right now. So here we go. 9:58 to go before halftime. DJ is going to run with it himself, and he may have got 4 yards, and that's about it for DJ Uiagalelei. And so Mike Norvell, clearly he is not happy with the way his team is playing tonight. And it makes you question whether or not, a guy like DJ Uiagalelei, why was he the first guy Florida State was wanting to go after in the transfer portal? They had Cam Ward. They nearly had Cam Ward coming down there to Florida State. So, big mistake. So here's DJU, and he's going to get a few yards right there, and he's close to that first down line. 3rd down for Florida State. Again, whether or not you think DJ is a good player or not, tonight is just not, this is not a good game for Florida State. So 3rd and 2, under 9 minutes to go. All on the backfield is DJ. Looking, now throwing across the middle, incomplete. Just a bad pass. Another 3 and out if you are Florida State. And when does Florida State go for this? You got a 4th and 2 here. Because you need something, do you go for it and try to get it? Or do you even trust this offense? This is really bad right now for Florida State. So they are going to punt it for the 3rd time tonight. And here's the punt. It is away. And there is a buff punt. And Boston College breaking some tackles. And Jaden McGowan will get to about the 8-yard line. And that is where Boston College will start. So now we'll see how long these teams are going to be on the field. If you're a defensive player for Florida State, to be so mad right now because you are not getting a break. Your offense is not helping you tonight. It's almost like if Florida State even wants to score tonight, they better hope that their defense can get a turnover and get points that way because they're not getting points any other way, it looks like. And there's a run right here for Robichaux, and he's going to get about 4 right there. 2nd down for Boston College. And so 8.5 minutes to go in this quarter. With how Boston College has held onto the ball, they could easily just... This could be the last possession of the quarter. Let's be honest here. This could be the last possession of the half, and I think that Boston College would be happy with it. Here we go. 2 backs in the backfield with Castellanos. Castellanos looking to throw. Time. Deep pass. Looking. And a little too far for his receiver. And he was looking for Reed Harris. Castellanos a little too far on that throw, but and I mean his receiver probably could have ran a little bit faster there, to be honest, but incomplete pass. So on third down tonight, Castellanos 4 of 5, 60 yards, 4 first downs. And now a timeout called by Boston College. So Bill O'Brien he did not like what he was seeing. So now they're going to go to the sideline and talk it over. And so 7:52 to go before halftime. Boston College has got the ball and they are up 14-0. This is not a good game if you're Florida State. At halftime, of course, we're gonna reveal the answer to our trivia question, and we're gonna talk about this game. And there is not a lot of positives to be had. So let's go to a commercial break. All right, everybody. Third down here for Boston College. Let's see what they can do. Castellanos 9 of 12 so far. So here we go. 3rd and 7. Here is Castellanos looking, got some time in the pocket. Now having to get out. Now going to run and get maybe 1 or 2 yards, and that's it. So now they are going to have to punt the ball away. And so for Florida State, that's a good stop right there. 7:43 to go in the second quarter. 4th and 5. I would say this: if you're Boston College, you got to feel comfortable here because Florida State has not done anything on offense. So do not be worried at all, I would say. Sam Candotti is the punter, and the returner is Jalen Lucas. 4th and 5. So here is a punt. And that one will go out of bounds. And it was a bad snap to begin with. So a shank on that punt. So now it is Florida State ball. And so we shall see what Let's see what Florida State can do right now. So here we go. Florida State, they got to start moving the ball. They really got to start moving the ball. Florida State 3 and out on each of first 3 drives. So that is not a good way to get the game started. So here we go from the 35. DJU has got a running back to his left. Takes a snap. Looking. Now throwing. That is incomplete. Tuafili was the intended receiver. And this Florida State offense has just been rough to watch. So tonight, DJ, this is terrible. 0 of 5 on passes past the line of scrimmage. That is crazy. So here we go. Here's the handoff. And 2 yards. And Cam Davis is the back right there, getting a few yards. 3rd and 5. Tonight, Boston College has run 32 plays to 11 of Florida State. 21 total yards for Florida State to over 100, nearly 200 for Boston College. I mean, tonight, this is terrible for Florida State. Boston College has been dominating so far in this first half. So for the 30, they got to get to about the 25. Here's DJ looking, throwing. That's caught. First down of the night. Jalen Lucas down the sidelines. And down to about the 5-yard line. Jalen Lucas for Florida State. 1st and goal, and that is just what Florida State needed. Finally, a completed pass that is past the line of scrimmage for DJ Uiagalelei. So from the 5, got a running back to the left of DJ. Here it is. DJ, and he's going down. Ezaraku takes down DJU. DJ just had no time. His offensive line didn't give him enough time, and Ezaraku gets in the backfield. Great sack for him. And Boston College now has backed Florida State up. Ezaraku, senior from New Jersey. So from the 13-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Here's Uiagalelei, fakes the handoff to Roydell Williams, and he just has to throw that in the direction of Roydell Williams, and that is incomplete. 3rd and goal with 5:13 to go in the second quarter. If you're Mike Norvell, this has just been a terrible half of football. DJ is 3 and 9 for 30 yards here tonight. Not a good way to get the game started if you are DJ Uiagalelei. So, Roydell Williams to the left of DJU. Play clock at 1. Here is Uiagalelei looking down in the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Morlock, and that'll be 4th and goal, forcing Florida State to have to take a field goal here. At least, hey, folks, at least Florida State can potentially get something on the board. But we got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about this game. We're going to talk about everything ACC related here tonight. So get ready for that. So, I mean, if you're Boston College, this is a happy surprise for you. So here we go. Here's clean snap, good hold, and that field goal will be good. So Florida State has got 3 points on the board, but not nearly what they need. So 5 minutes to go before halftime. This is really a tough one for Florida State. (14-3). Boston College with the lead. So Boston College is about to get the ball back. So Florida State has got a lot of players they can really, I think they got to utilize better if they had a different quarterback in the game. I think that's the big story here. But the backup is Brock Glenn, and he did not do great for Florida State when they thought they could actually compete in the college football playoff last year. So this is a really bad game for Florida State. But here is the kickoff, and now it will go for a touchback, and it will be Boston College football. Castellanos has had a great game, I would say, especially on these third downs for Boston College. They are making every play that they need. I think they've attempted like 7 third downs so far, and I think they've got 5 of them. I don't know if I'm correct on that, but it's a ridiculous rate that they're converting on third down. So here we go. Castellanos 9-12 tonight. 5 minutes to go. Let's see what kind of drive Boston College brings. They have ran the ball 20 times, passed the ball 12. So we'll see what they do. Here's Castellanos with the handoff and going for about 3. That is the running back. That is Treshawn Ward. And so games later this week in the ACC, well, just some games later on. BYU and SMU, 6 o'clock Friday night. And then, of course, Georgia Tech Syracuse at 11. And then, of course, Arkansas and Oklahoma State also at 11. That's the next 3 games on this coming week. So here is a handoff for Treshawn Ward. And he's going to get about 4 right there. Third down for Boston College. So 4:15 to go in the second quarter. And we'll see what Boston College draws up here. 3rd and 3 to go. 4 minutes. Boston College is content to let that clock bleed here tonight. Up 14-3. Again, who would ever have thought Boston College up 14-3? Here we go. Here's Castellanos going to run, and he gets back to about the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a good stop there by that Florida State defense. But if you're Boston College, you still accomplish a goal, and that is keeping the clock moving. So 4th and 4. 4th and 4 for Boston College as they are going to punt this away. So we're going to see, can DJ actually a long sustained drive? Going to be interesting to see if he can do that tonight. So here's a punt, and that one's going to be a fair catch for Jalen Lucas. So 3 minutes to go before halftime. And we're going to see what Florida State can do. Of course, another big game Saturday that is coming up. Texas on the road at Michigan. That is one of the biggest games of the whole entire year this year. That's going to be a great game. So here we go. 3 minutes to go. DJ Uyunglele all by himself in the backfield. Here is DJ throwing that one. Incomplete. And that was trying to find his receiver, Jalen Brown, the redshirt freshman who's a transfer. DJ now 3 of 11 for 30 yards. And so we'll wait and see, but I got some opinions on DJ here at halftime. I know I keep saying at halftime because I just want to see, can they actually move the ball? So here we go. DJ's got his running back to his right, takes the snap, hands it off, fakes the handoff to Tuafili. Now a throw across the middle, incomplete. Malik Benson nearly, and now here's a flag. Flag is on the field. And it's going to go against the offense. Just a rough game, and now Florida State is going to get called for this penalty. Ineligible player downfield. This is a... If you're a Florida State fan, this is really rough. So 2nd and 15 for Florida State now. So Tuafili to the right of DJ Uiagalelei. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Uiagalelei throwing across the middle. That one's actually going to be caught. A nice throw. And Ja'Kai Douglas, a name we haven't called tonight. Ja'Kai Douglas, first down, Florida State. That is one of the best throws that DJ's thrown all night. That's saying a lot because there's just been a lot of bad throws. Here's DJ looking, throwing. That one's caught. And now Melanson, and like that, Florida State is in scoring position. So now clock continues to move. 2:10 to go in the second quarter here before the 2-minute timeout. Here's a snap. Flag on the field. DJ throwing. That one's incomplete, looking for Kyle Morlock. But there's a flag, and there's going to be one more play before the 2, or at least, okay, does go down to 2 minutes. So legal formation on Florida State. So now it is the 2-minute timeout. And so 2 minutes away from halftime so that you can get my opinions on what I think so far of this ball game. This is a rough one to watch, folks. I'm just being honest. We'll be back. All right, everybody, welcome back. A 14-3 ball game here so far tonight, and Boston College clearly looking like the better team here tonight. Florida State finally getting down the field, and of course, a legal formation right before our 2-minute timeout. So, I mean, we'll see what Florida State can do. I mean, this has just been a really bad ball game if you are Florida State. So, just waiting on the national broadcast to come back. So, here we go. So, here we go. DJ, he's got his running back behind him and to the right, sends a man in motion. So, here's DJ handing it off. It's a trick play. Back to DJ. Down the field and incomplete. Looking for Kyle Morlock. 2nd and 15 now for Florida State. I like what they tried to do there, but just a terrible pass and terrible execution. Just a little bit, just way too far ahead of his receiver is DJ, and just not a good pass. 1:54 to go before halftime. 2nd and 15. Here is DJ looking, throwing. That one's behind his receiver again. Looking for Douglas. So now you got 3rd and forever if you are Florida State. You can already tell DJ is already visibly upset, and so he is not playing good at all. 3rd and 15 now for Florida State. 1:50 to go before halftime. So here's DJ looking, throwing. That one's caught. And he's about a yard short is Ja'Kai Douglas. 4th down for Florida State. So now, do you go for this? I mean, this has got to be 4-down territory with how bad Florida State's been playing tonight. So, first timeout by Boston College. They're trying, or Florida State, I mean. First timeout for Florida State. I think they're trying to possibly give a chance for the refs to look at this, see if it was a first down. So Florida State will start with the ball to begin the 3rd quarter, but it'll be interesting to see what they can do. But Boston College has played a good football game. So Florida State, again, will receive the second half kickoff. So that's just a little bit of information of what's going to go on to begin the second half. Also, reports Pac-12 and Mountain West will not extend their deal. So independent schedules for Oregon State, Washington State likely to end in 25. So lack of deal by deadline first reported by San Jose Mercury News, I believe. So 4th and 1 for State. We will see if they can actually get anything here. So Florida State's going to get their timeout back. The refs stop the clock to check the spot of the ball. So Florida State gets their timeout back. 14-3. They're leaving the offense out there on the field. They can really use a touchdown here if you're Florida State. So here we go. Clock is moving. So here we go. Looks like they're going to go for a quarterback sneak, and they clearly got it. Good job right there by Florida State. First down. And so Florida State's going to try and see what they can get. Of course, the clock stops for a first down. And clock is moving now. 1:10 to go in the second quarter. And now I think Florida State takes that timeout. And Mike Norvell very upset. And so Mike Norvell telling his quarterback, hey, you got to get that play off. Clock is running. You can tell this offense just looks very down on themselves. They're moving down the field. Maybe a little bit of spark, but hey, this is still not. Their body language does not look good right now, if looking at it. So, Florida State, 4 total yards in the first quarter. They've had 99 here in the second, but still, you got only 103 total yards for this game to 185 at Boston College. So, this is a terrible start if you are Florida State to this game. So here we go from the 19-yard line. DJ's got his running back to his left. Takes the snap. Looking, throwing. That one's caught. And that's Malik Benson. The clock is going to move. Now we are under a minute to go before halftime. And so here's DJ down to the 17. Here's DJ looking, now throwing. First down, Roydell Williams down to about the 6-yard line. Now first and goal. Clock does stop for a first down. And so now we will see, can they punch it in? This drive, DJ Uiagalelei, 5 of 8, 78 yards. So now that they look a little bit better on this drive, just looked really rusty to begin this game. So from the 6, here we go. DJ. Take the snap. Looking. End zone. Incomplete. A bad pass. It may have been deflected, but second and goal here for Florida State with 38 seconds to go before halftime. Down 14-3. They got to have a touchdown here if you're Florida State. And this has just been, yes, so the ball did get tipped at the line of scrimmage. So, good job by that Boston College defense. And so, Florida State trying to move down the field. Ja'Kai Douglas, 5 targets. He's only had 2 receptions, though. And here's a snap. DJ looking. End zone. Overshot. Here's receiver. Darion Williamson wide open. Third and goal. And just a bad pass. DJ. That's a terrible pass. That defense got lucky right there that was incomplete. DJ now 8 of 20 on the game. Third and goal. DJ takes the snap, looking, end zone, incomplete. Through the hands of Kyle Morlock. 4th and goal, and now a big question is, do you take a field goal or do you go for it? And it looks like they are probably going to go for this. I will say this, you're only down 11. I would probably take the field goal and make this an 8-point game, and I think now they are going to do that. They're going to send the field goal unit out, make this an 8-point game. So Ryan Fitzgerald, first field goal was made from 31 yards. He's a senior. So here we go, 24-yarder. Good snap, clean hold, and that one's up and in. And so Florida State adds 3 more to the scoreboard. Now they're down only 14-6, which is 8 points with 25 seconds to go before halftime. So got a lot of football still to play here tonight, but still, this is not a great way to start. So here we go. Boston College will get the football back with 25 seconds. So DJ Lundy for Florida State, he has been sent back to the locker room. So that's not a good sign for Florida State. So here we go. It's going to be Boston College football. Here's the kick. And here we go. Boston College, we will see if they can do anything with 25 seconds or if they just take this to the break. So there was 3 opportunities for DJ to throw a touchdown, and he missed on all 3. So tonight, just DJ Uiagalelei 8 of 21 for only 108 yards. Not a good way to begin this ball game. But here we go, 25 seconds. Castellanos sends a man in motion. He's got his running back behind him. He's going to hand it off to Trayshawn Ward. And he will get about 3 right there. And that will most likely take us to halftime. And that will. Clock continues to move. And so Boston College, I'll say the only thing they did not do right is that they only put up 14. In a game like this, they really should be up more than just 14 points. But hey, a lead is a lead. So now it is time to go to halftime. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. 14-6 Boston College at halftime. But what we want to talk about right now is what happened around the country. Well, what happened around the ACC this week. So, first off, Wake Forest took down North Carolina A&T 45-13. Just a dominant performance. Western Carolina gave NC State all they could handle Thursday night. NC State coming out with the 38-21 win. You'll also look around the ACC, and also North Carolina got the 1917 win. One thing to mention: Max Johnson hurt for the rest of the season. Connor Harrell, most likely, he's a starter for the rest of the year for North Carolina. So now you move on to Friday night. Duke gets a 26-3 win over Elon. And then Stanford loses to TCU 34-27. So then you go to Saturday. Georgia obliterates Clemson 34-3. You also have Virginia Tech losing in overtime to Vanderbilt 34-27. Pitt wins 55-24 over Kent State. Louisville beats Austin Peay 62-0. Still scrolling down. Okay. Syracuse gets a 38-22 win over Ohio. Miami 41-17 over Florida. And then you have got Virginia 34-13 over Richmond. You got you also look around the country. Still looking. Long way to go. SMU 59-7 over HCU. And then also, so that's that. And so now we're here at Monday night. Oh, Georgia Tech 35-12 over Georgia State. So that's something else to keep in mind. So that is the games that happen around the country for the ACC. So now, what I'm going to do is, because we still have some time to kill, let me get a video for you from our channel that we can play. Of course, that's pretty much all I have to say about halftime. It was, again, just first half was dominant for Boston College. They really just put the hammer down on. Just put the hammer down. I mean, that's just all I can say. So we're gonna get you some halftime. So let me get this pulled up for you. So okay. Let's go back to about a month ago and see how Colton and I thought that how our top quarterbacks going into the season. So we're gonna get this pulled up right quick. So
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to College Football Wraparound. It is a special edition where me and Colton, with Mike, of course, Colton Shipback. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing really good. So tonight we are doing a special edition, which is we're going to be talking about our top 10 quarterbacks heading into the 2024 season. So what we're going to do, we're going to go from number 10 down to number 1. So that it gives a little bit more suspense about who our number 1 quarterback is. Of course, both of us have a list, and it is going to differ between how we believe. So Colton, how excited are you for the college football season to be coming up?
I'm pretty excited. I would say this season isn't quite talent-wise. I don't feel like this season's as good as last year, but it's still gonna be a good season. It's gonna be very different not having Nick Saban coaching this season, and certain players such as Caleb Williams not playing anymore. But it'll be a good year. It'll be entertaining to see something different.
I agree. Well, what I'm gonna do, you're my guest. I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell me who your number 10 quarterback is first. Also, before we dive in, if you haven't already, for my viewers, check out Colton's YouTube page. He's got a lot of good stuff. But other than that, let's get into his quarterback, number 10.
All right, at number 10, I have Jalen Daniels from Kansas.
Interesting. So, how come you got Jalen Daniels at number 10?
I feel like, as far as talent goes, I feel like he's just another like Bryce Young. Like, I feel like he's not going to translate in the NFL very well. If he even gets drafted highly, I can see him being like a fourth rounder or something, be a backup. But I do feel like, as far as what Kansas needs, Kansas, like, they have a bad track record of quarterbacks, and he's been their best they've had in a while. So I do feel like he's very good. And I just feel like he has an all-around good passing game. He can run. I just feel like he's talented.
All right. So my number 10 quarterback is Jackson Dart from Ole Miss. Now, if you watch the guy, he is similar to Jalen Daniels. He can throw the ball pretty accurately. He's also able to get out and run with his legs. Just some stats from last season for Jackson Dart. He threw for 3,364 yards, 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and he was 16th in the country in QBR at 78.5. So that is a pretty efficient quarterback, if I shall say. He's going into his senior season. And, of course, if you didn't already know this, he started his career at USC. Mm-hmm. So Lane Kiffin, of course, has a pretty good quarterback right there in Jackson Dart.
Yep. All right, number 9?
Yep.
All right, at number 9, I have Will Howard out of Ohio State. I believe he was at Kansas State before. Yep. And I feel like he's underrated. And I feel like with the right system, which is Ohio State, the perfect system, I just feel like the kid's talented. I feel like, I feel like he could be a Heisman. I don't think he will, but with the right, they have such a good run game. Like, the play action games would be insane. This is essentially like the Giants when they had Saquon. Like, you don't expect the quarterback to do well, but I feel like he's going to do well and be put in the right situation for himself.
I don't disagree. I think he'll do a decent job for Ohio State. Good enough to.
And with Emeka Egbuka, he has potentially, might not, but maybe the best receiver right now, Emeka Egbuka. I just don't see him being bad.
I agree. Ohio State's going to be a really good football team. My number 9 is Drew Aller from Penn State. Now, this guy, I would say, he struggled a little bit last season. There was a lot of optimism for him coming into last season, and he was good, but then again, he had some struggles if you really dived into his game. And, of course, they fired offensive coordinator. They got a new one this season. I'm going to be interested to see how he does. But this guy he has the ability to make some plays that you would see Patrick Mahomes in the NFL make. Like, he's just that good he can get out of the pocket and just make some of these most ridiculous side angle throws that you see Patrick Mahomes make. Just because I'm giving you some stats behind it, he threw last season for 2,631 yards, 25 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He had a 73.7 QBR, which was 26th in the country. So he's a good quarterback. He's got a lot of talent. I think he just has to have that. I think this offensive coordinator that's coming in is going to be a helpful sign that could translate to maybe getting him up the Heisman race potentially.
Yeah, and also an add, I feel like Penn State recently they've had a little bit of a drought. I mean, not really, but talent, like quarterback talent wise, I feel like it's just really hard for them to find the right guy. And I feel like Drew Ayler, or Aller, how to pronounce it, I feel like he's the best they've had in a few years.
I would say he's definitely the best since Trace McSorley.
Yes.
Definitely.
Which isn't really saying much, but.
Right.
All right. Number 8.
Yep.
All right. I have Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss at number 8. He was your number 10, right?
Yep.
So kind of just reiterating what you said, he's extremely accurate. And he, like, people underrate how fast, like, not really fast, I wouldn't say, but he's a decent runner. I just don't think people, like, defenses understand how to really defend him correctly. I feel like it's kind of like Josh Allen, where you would think the play's over, but somehow he's going to get 10, 15 extra yards on top of that. So I do think he's a top 10 quarterback. But I had trouble finding where to put him because it's hard to rank him, but I think number 8 was the perfect position for him on my list.
All right. So my number 8, I've got Caden Salter. If you're not familiar with the name, you may be familiar when he came up in transfer portal, but of course he opted out, so he's kind of got a little bit quiet as far as national attention, I would say. But this is a guy who really potentially could be the best quarterback in college football. I got him at 7. I think there's still a lot, or 8, I'm sorry. I think there's just a lot to still be proven with Caden Salter. Of course, being a quarterback playing in a group or non-Power 4 conference is going to, it's going to make, to me at least, it puts him a little bit lower. But besides that, Caden Salter, I think, is a really talented quarterback. He's got a great arm. And he's, again, like a lot of these quarterbacks you're going to see, he has that ability to escape and get out of the pocket and make some plays if needed. Last season, he threw for 2,876 yards, 32 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He was 9th in QBR with an 83.7 rating. So this guy, just an incredible quarterback. He's a junior. So not only are you going to get him for this year, but then you can get him next year as well if you're Liberty. So he's definitely a key piece to that Liberty Flames football team, who's got a great coach in Jamie Chadwell. So,
And he very much could be the starting quarterback at a bigger, better team. So,
right.
All right. So my number 7 is Brady Cook out of Missouri, and like normally I would put him a little higher, but my biggest issue with Brady Cook is I feel like he is a non-conference quarterback. I feel like when playing against teams out of conference, he looked great last year. And then there's games that I just felt like in conference he could have been better. And I feel like this year he's going to have a better year. He's be really good. He could be a Heisman guy. But I just feel like I really just want to see.
All right, here we go. And Florida State has the ball. I missed kickoff. Sorry about that, folks. But here we go. Florida State. Here's a fake, and now the throw to Jalen Lucas, and that'll be about 9 yards right there for Florida State. So now, 2nd and 1 for Florida State. Here is the carry. Cam Davis, first down. And so that was what I was about to say, is that I felt like Florida State needed to start going back to the ground game, and now it seems like they're starting to do that a little bit. So good job by Florida State. They're playing with some tempo. Here's DJ handing it off again. And that one's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Cam Davis, the running back. Hawk Paula, the defensive player for Boston College. 14-6 still. 2nd and 12 for Florida State. So 14-6, Florida State down. They need to get a touchdown here for some momentum. So here's a snap. DJ looking to throw. Now that's just thrown in the dirt in the direction of Roy L. Williams. So now you got 3rd and long. And so you're going to have to throw the ball, but you got to throw it better than what you've been all game, DJ Uyunglele. Personally, I would take DJ out of the game, but Florida State hasn't been willing to do that yet. They are 1 of 7 on 3rd downs here tonight. So here we go. DJ takes the snap, looking, throwing across the middle. That's caught. And nowhere near the 1st down line. So Tua Feely with the catch and 4th down, as it's going to be Boston College ball again here in a moment maybe, but they're going to keep the offense out there. You can tell by looking at Bill O'Brien that he is somewhat shocked so far at his team actually up in this game, 14-6. So here we go, 4th and 5. DJ takes the snap. He's looking. Pressure. That one's intercepted. Boston College. And this one going down the sideline. And nearly it's going to be 1st and goal down to the 6-yard line. So nearly a touchdown for Boston College. And now it sets up Thomas Castellanos and that Boston College offense with the great field position. And just a great defensive play here, I would say, from Boston College. And they just got enough pressure on DJ for him to throw a bad pass, which he's been doing all game. But this is a really bad pass way over the head of his receiver. And Tucker is there for the interception. So now Castellanos and the Boston College offense, let's see if they can punch it in here. 12:41 to go in the 3rd quarter. Castellanos hands it off. And Robichaux is going to get to about the 4, and that is where he'll be down. 2-yard gain. Robichaux tonight, 10 carries, 34 yards. 3.4 yards per carry on average. Mike Norvell, you can tell he is visibly upset tonight with touchdowns in the red zone position. Florida State 0 for 2. Here's Castellanos back to his receiver, and that's a touchdown. Robichaux punches it in for Boston College. And so the Florida State fans are just stunned at what they're watching. Their Seminoles have virtually no offense tonight, and Castellanos throws an incredible touchdown right there. 20-6, Boston College. And here is the extra point, which is up and good. So coming into tonight, I don't know of anyone that could have told me that Boston College at the beginning of the 3rd quarter would score a touchdown to be up 15 points on Florida State. But they are. This is incredible, folks. Something that it's just unbelievable how bad Florida State has played tonight. Really just that bad. I really don't know what else to say. But let's go to All right, everybody. We are still waiting for action to come back. Florida State is going to have the ball, but Florida State has looked bad. I'm really waiting to see when is enough for this Florida State offense when it comes to DJ Uyunglele. Like I said, I don't remember seeing a quarterback play this bad in a game like this. Just rough. So, of course, the play calling's really not been great either. When you consider the fact that it almost seemed like they were trying to go air raid in a sense in the first half, and then now they've started to try to run the ball a little bit. And Boston College's defense, you got to give them credit. They've been playing incredible defense all night long. They've given so much trouble for that Florida State offense. But here we go from the 28, looks like. Here's a carry for Roydell Williams, and he will get a few yards. And that'll be all. So Chris Naylor is asking me, what game are you broadcasting next? And, of course, not Florida State. I did set a limit this year. I could only do 2 games of one singular team. So this is it for Florida State for me, as we got a flag. Unless I see them in the ACC championship. So false start on Florida State. I should rephrase that. I don't plan on doing an ACC championship game. It would have to be the college football playoff before I see Florida State again on this channel. So I just want to give that out to you right now. Next game, probably Friday night doing BYU SMU. That's probably the game that we'll be doing. Should be a good one too. So 2nd and 11 for Florida State. Here is DJ Uyunglele looking to pass. That one will be dropped. Morlock dropped the ball. And that is just how in the world, I mean, this offense is a discombobulated mess. Kyle Morlock dropped the ball. 3rd and 11 now for Florida State. So here we go. And now Florida State takes a timeout. Again, just a team that just looked completely dead inside. I mean, this is terrible. Florida State. I mean, that was actually a good pass by DJ. And his tight end dropped it. That is not what you need. So 21-6. 3rd and 11. What is Florida? Can Florida State actually do anything? So here we go. 3rd down. Boston College 6 of 10. Florida State 1 of 9. So here we go. Here's DJ rolling to his right. Looking. That'll be caught. A big catch right there. Anything is good right now, as that is Jalen Brown for Florida State. And that'll move the chains as Florida State will now drive down the field. Will continue to drive down the field, I shall say. Jalen Brown, I will say this. I mean, I don't think he's dropped any passes, so maybe consider going to him more often. As now we have an injured Boston College player, and he's able to walk on his own power. A little bit of a limp. Amari Jackson, and he's going to jog off a little bit. So maybe a cramp, possibly. So that is Amari Jackson who is going out. He may just sit out a play and then come back. Maybe some cramping. So to Florida State Seminoles, December 3rd, they were left out of the college football playoff. December 30th, they lost in the Orange Bowl 63-3 to Georgia. Of course, last Saturday, not this past Saturday, but the previous, they lost 24-21 to Georgia Tech. And tonight, they are trailing 21-6 to Boston College. So here we go. DJ Uiagalelei takes the snap, pitches it to Cam Davis, and back to DJ, who's looking down the field. That one's caught. Poitier with the catch. That was finally maybe a little bit of a spark here for this Florida State offense. And Poitier with the catch. DJ tonight, 13 of 30 for 174 and one interception. Here's DJ now looking, throwing. That one's caught. And this is Poitier again, breaking some tackles. Touchdown, Florida State. And they needed themselves a touchdown, and they've got it. Kentron Poitier, 21-12 is your score, and Florida State, like that, finally has a touchdown. It took them nearly 2 minutes to go 72 yards and put their first touchdown on the board. All right. They lined up like they were going to go for 2, but now it looks like they'll take the extra point. This will make it an 8-point game if he makes the extra point. Ryan Fitzgerald, we're talking about. Extra point, clean hold, and that one is up and good. 21-13. And, I mean, Florida State may have a little bit of life. They definitely, I would say this, don't deserve to win this game. But, hey, they finally got themselves a touchdown. And Poitier just, I mean, making some moves and good job. And so, great job for Florida State. They finally get in the end zone tonight, but they got to go do it again at some point during this game once they get the ball back. So, Boston College will get it back here in a minute. And so we will see what Thomas Castellanos can do. He's had himself a pretty good game. So Poitier, his 2 receptions are the last 2 that he's caught. So that's for 58 yards, and he scored a big touchdown for Florida State. So here we go. There is a kick, and that one will be a touchback, as now it'll be Boston College football. So the fans are back into it a little bit. 5:19 to go in the third quarter. If you're Boston College, what you need is just a long, sustained drive to just drain these fans out, as now we got a flag. A personal foul, an unnecessary roughness call against Florida State. And just when Florida State got a little bit of momentum, it's a 15-yard personal foul for unnecessary roughness. That's 5 penalties for 35 yards for Florida State, 1 for 15 for Boston College. And Mike Norvell, of course, chewing out his player for that stupid penalty. So now Thomas Castellanos back out at quarterback. He's got his running back to his right, sends him into motion. And here's Castellanos taking a run, and he gets a first down. And now they are again in Florida State territory. Great run by Thomas Castellanos. And just a stupid shove there on the kickoff. I mean, that's stupid. So now, at the 45 of Florida State, here comes Boston College's offense. Clock running to 4:45 here in the third quarter. Castellanos sends a man in motion. Here's Castellanos going to take off and run again. Castellanos, another first down. And I'm just telling you, right when Florida State thought they had a little bit of momentum, here is 2 straight runs for Castellanos that gets first downs. And like that, it just seems like Boston College has just been in control of this game all day long. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Castellanos and this Boston College offense will be from the 35-yard line. Castellanos all alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. Rolling to his right. Now looking, throwing. That one was nearly intercepted off of the tip. And Jones for Florida State nearly picks it off. And it was tipped, so it affected the pass for sure. So Castellanos and Boston College survive on that play. 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here is Castellanos handing it off to his running back. And Trayshawn Ward's back out in the game. First down, and they are having a hard time tackling Trayshawn Ward. A 23-yard carry for Trayshawn Ward. And it looks like Boston College could potentially punch it in once again. And Florida State just seems like the effort level is just not there tonight on defense or offense. Like they just don't seem to be a lot of effort. Here we go. Castellanos handing it off to Robichaux. He's going to get about 6 or 7 right there. 2nd down for Boston College. And all 3 trips to the red zone for Boston College have resulted in a touchdown. So now they're looking to punch it in for a 4th time. 2nd and 5. Clock is at 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Florida State, of course, just a rough game for them. Boston College, it's just incredible what they're doing tonight. Here's a handoff to Robichaux. Robichaux get about 3 yards. So now you got 3rd down for Boston College. Tonight, Florida State has allowed 1 yard less than what they allowed on the ground against Georgia Tech last week. 3rd and 2 for Boston College. Castellanos takes the snap, handing it off to Robichaux. Robichaux, I believe he got the first down, but now did he fumble the ball? Nope. Okay. No fumble, first down, and goal to go for Boston College. So 1st and goal. in what has just been a rough game here for Florida State, and now Boston College looks like they could punch it in again. This drive, 7 plays, 6 runs and 1 pass. 1 minute to go in the third quarter, 1st and goal. Castellanos hands it off, and Robichaux in the end zone. And we got a flag. Let's see what the flag is first. So an illegal substitution by Florida State is declined, and Boston College adds to the lead. Eight plays, 60 yards, 4 minutes, and 16 seconds taken off the clock. Extra point is up, and it is good. Boston College 28-13 right now over Florida State. This is just not what Florida State thought they were in for tonight. And Boston College just incredible as Robichaux gets in the end zone. And we're still, folks, in the third quarter. This is a rough game. I mean, the fact that Florida State has 13 points is really just does not do this game justice, in my opinion. This has just been utter dominance by Boston College tonight. So 1 minute, 3 seconds to go in the third quarter as Boston College gets ready to kick this ball away to Florida State. So here is the kick, and that one will go into the end zone for a touchback. So let's see what this Florida State offense can do. So Florida State again getting outrushed, this time by nearly 200 yards on the ground. It's incredible what Boston College is doing here tonight. They've held onto the ball for 29 minutes and 46 seconds. That's nearly half the game. And we're not even in the fourth quarter yet, folks. Florida State's only had it for 14 minutes and 11 seconds. Here's Ungalale handing it off to his running back. And nowhere going there. 1 minute to go here in the third. And so Boston College up 15. Florida State trying to drive down the field. That's a 25, 2nd and 10. Uwe Ungalale at quarterback. And now stoppage of play. And Boston College will take a timeout. So 37 seconds to go in the third quarter in what has been a great game for Boston College. So Bill O'Brien, though, what a hire for Boston College. I mean, this is a great hire for Boston College. This has been a great game so far, and for Boston College at least, and just Bill O'Brien's showing why he's a great coach. So DJ takes the snap, looking. Now going to run with it. First time doing that tonight, and he gets a first down right there. As it looks like Florida State's going to try to get the snap again. So 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. DJ takes the snap. Looking, throwing. That'll be caught. And that is the last play of the quarter. So that is the end of the third quarter, everyone. As Boston College has a big lead right now. Darion Williamson had the catch, and so now let's go to a commercial break. And so if I can get my commercials to pull up real quick, we will be back in a minute. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are back here on Saber Broadcast Network in what has just been what feels like complete domination by Boston College. So, I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I mean, it just seems like Boston College has just controlled every aspect of this game, and Florida State just seems like they don't have any response for any of it. So I don't think you can really depend on this Florida State offense at all. I will say this. National broadcast makes it seem so much better than what it is tonight for Florida State. That's all I'll say. 2nd and 5. Here is Uyunglele handing it off to Roydell Williams, who will get maybe 2 yards, and that is it. So tonight for Florida State, 13 carries and 32 pass attempts tonight. I feel like those run plays has got to be more than just 13, even though it's really not done a lot. It's third down tonight. Florida State 2 of 10 to Boston College 7 of 11. So here we go. Uwe Ungalale's got 3 receivers. He's got his running back. And Uwe Ungalale, that'll be caught. Pointer. And that is a great catch by Pointer. First down, Florida State. So they are moving the ball a little bit better. But Uyunglele, nice throw, taking advantage of that matchup with that defensive back. Another cramping player, Kareem Jackson. 14-15 to go here in the fourth quarter. 28-13. So here we go. Here's Uyunglele looking, dropping back. Now just have to throw it in the dirt. 2nd and 10 now. And Uyunglele mad there's no roughing the passer call. So I think now there's a penalty for grounding. Yes, intentional grounding on DJ. So here we go. 2nd and 23 for Florida State. Here's Uyunglele throwing that one incomplete. Looking for Thomas, and that was dropped. So 3rd and 23 for Florida State. This is ridiculous. (28-13), 3rd and 23 here for Florida State. And here's Uyunglele. Dropping back, looking, throwing. That'll be caught. And gets a few yards back, Cam Davis does, but this most likely will end up in a punt, or they may go for this. 4th and 16, it looks like they're going to go for it. We'll see if they can get it back, but so here we go. 4th and 16, Florida State going for it. Clock is moving. Here's DJ dropping back, looking, throwing. That one incomplete. So now Boston College will get it back. And a great job by that Boston College D there on 4th down. And DJ Uyunglele, just a tough game for Florida State in general. We'll be back. Here we go. Florida State is going to have the football from the 20-yard line. Florida State takes a snap. Here's Uyunglele looking, throwing that one. Caught. Malik Benson with the catch. Clock is running. Florida State's got 2 timeouts to see if that'll help them. Still got enough time for 2 possessions. DJ 50% passing the football here tonight. So here is DJ looking, throwing across the middle. Caught. Ja'Kai Douglas. Another big catch. So here we go. DJ goes running back to his left. Takes the snap. Looking. Got time. Now throwing. That's going to be out of bounds. Just has to throw that away in the direction of Ja'Kai Douglas. So now clock stops with 6:51 to go. 2nd and 10 for Florida State. And see, this has just been the story of how they've done all night. They get a couple of big plays, get moving, and then they just stall out the rest of the drive. So this has just been the story of this game if you are Florida State. So here we go. 2nd and 10, 6:51 to go. Running back to the right at Uyunglele. Here is the pass, and that one is dropped. Williamson dropped the ball. It's a 3rd and 10 now. And again, like I said, they get started moving down the field, and then they just get a stop, and it's just like they can't do anything. So Florida State, definitely before they play next, they're going to have to get this fixed. So here we go. Here is DJ dropping back to throw. That'll be caught. And not much doing after that. And a penalty going against. Looks like it's going to be against the Florida State offensive lineman. The catch went to Deuce Spann, redshirt senior. So 4th and 20, TJ Ferguson. And Ferguson gets the penalty. Well, they called it on 67, but Ferguson's the man who was the guilty party, and he was yanked out of the game by Mike Norvell. So 4th and 20. Here is the punt, and Boston College will get it back. That one's just going to let it roll, and it'll roll out of bounds. So now Boston College will have the ball. So 1st and 10, Castellanos with 6:04. You got to think that they're going to want to run the ball efficiently and try to end this game, don't you? I mean, if you're Boston College, just get out of here without risking anything. So 28-13 is the score. Boston College football now. This has just been a rough one for Florida State. Boston College is now, they got the football. They're up 15. So now let's see what Castellanos can do. Got a running back to behind and to the left of him. Hands it off to him and gets about to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the Florida State faithful, beginning to head for the exits as they realize this game's most likely over. So 5.5 minutes ago, clock is running, and Boston College. Just a good, this will be a great win for them. Here we go. Castellanos going to take off and run with it himself. First down, a lot more, making some moves, and he got a lot on that play. Castellanos, great run right here. Just a hole opened up for him, and he just took advantage of it. And so, great run right here. Boston College, you can tell what they want to do. They want to be a run-heavy team this season. And, if they do this every game, and this is on the ground, maybe it could be just a little bit better, but it is the first game of the season. So, Boston College, a lot of hope this season. As here is the carry. And it looks like it's Robichaux getting back to the line of scrimmage. But the main thing is the clock continues to run. So Florida State takes a timeout. So they'll have one more remaining. So they got one timeout, plus they got the 2-minute timeout. Boston College, 12-65 all-time record versus AP top 10 opponents. That's according to the AP. It's 5-31 in the road matchup. So that's huge for Boston College. So 4.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10 for Boston College. They just got to keep running the ball at this rate, and the game will be over for Boston College. 216-21 on the ground. That is going to be the number that everybody will have to remember for this game. 216-21. Boston College clearly wants to run at a high level, and that is what they do. So here we go. One running back behind Castellanos. He will hand it to him, and a great run right there. That is Ward, Treshaun Ward. It's 3rd down as Florida State will take its final timeout of the game. 28-13. So Boston College, their schedule, they will play Saturday against Duquesne. Then on the 14th, they will go to Missouri. Then on the 21st, they have Michigan State. And then they'll have Western Kentucky on the 28th. And October 5th, they'll be on the road to Virginia. October 17th, they will go to Virginia Tech. October 25th versus Louisville. November 9th versus Syracuse. November 16th at SMU. November 23rd versus North Carolina. And then they end the season on November 30th versus Pitt. So, I'll say this. They can definitely... bowl game is definitely in the question here. They will definitely be on the cusp of a bowl game here if you are Boston College. They are that good. 28-13, 4.5 minutes to go. 3rd and 7 now. They need to get a first down. And I believe Boston College will take a timeout now. A lot of confusion. Did not get the ball snapped. And now we will see what Boston College will draw up. 4.5 minutes. So Florida State, after today, they'll play South Memphis. Then they'll have Cal on the 21st. 28th, they'll be on the road at SMU. Then October 5th, they got Clemson coming to town. October 18th, they'll be at Duke. October 26th, at Miami. November 2nd versus North Carolina. November 9th, at Notre Dame. November 23rd versus Charleston Southern, and then they'll end the season November 30th hosting the Florida Gators. So if you can't beat Boston College, then you've got a rough schedule coming up. So here we go. Castellanos going to take off and run with himself. He's got a first down and a lot more, and he will slide to make sure that clock will continue to run. Great running right there by Castellanos. And now they are on Florida State's side of the field. But like I said, Florida State, you think these two games are rough. What about Clemson? What about Notre Dame? What about those teams right there? Those two, mainly those two I mentioned, but then, Florida, even though Florida just looked really bad, that's going to be a tough game. Miami is going to be a really tough game for Florida State. So, unless they get stuff right in Tallahassee, this is going to be tough. As here's another run for Robichaux, and for 4 more yards for Boston College. Under 3.5 to go in this ball game. 2nd and 6. Kai Robichaux, 17 carries, 50 yards, and 1 touchdown. It's 3 minutes to go. 2nd and 6. Castellanos got his running back behind him. It's Robichaux. Here's the snap. Robichaux will take it, and he will get maybe 2. That'll be it. So 3rd down. We will see what Bill O'Brien and that Boston College team will draw up here. So 1 more snap, and then we will have the 2-minute timeout. So 3rd and 6. They need a first down. So 39-yard line here for Boston College. Here's the snap, handing it off to Robichaux. Robichaux, first down and a lot more. He's down past the 20 and into the red zone. 1st and goal, and you've got the 2-minute timeout. And Kai Robichaux, what a run. 1st and goal, Boston College. What a run. All right, let's go to commercial. Be back. And on that last play we just missed, Castellanos took a knee. But a knee was taken by Castellanos, so they are just going to run this clock out. Boston College, 270 rushing yards. They had 3 players with 70 plus tonight. Ridiculous. And there's Castellanos with another knee. So, believe one more, and that should be it. So, Florida State, 4th preseason AP top 10 team to start 0-2 in last 10 seasons. Last one being Notre Dame in 2022, Penn State in 2020, and then Florida State in 2017. So, this is... That is just... This is crazy. How Florida State, all the hype around them, and they will start 0-2 this season. That is the last knee as Boston College comes into Tallahassee and handles Florida State 28-13. Folks, that is it for tonight. We thank you all for watching, and we will see you again later. Good night, everybody.